I'm a loyal Conservative. I want to support the government. I was elected on a Conservative ticket, on a Conservative manifesto. And although that election was led by a different Prime Minister, nonetheless, I want the Conservative Party to do well and to be united. And I'm encouraged that the opinion polls have picked up. This is good news for Conservatism, it's good news for the country, because Conservative governments actually run the country better. But tomorrow, we've got a vote on the Windsor Framework. Now, what is the Windsor Framework? It is the extension of, the supposed reform of, the adaptation of the Northern Ireland Protocol. And the aim of it is to ensure that Northern Ireland is firmly anchored in the United Kingdom rather than is separated from Great Britain, and that the trade between Great Britain and Northern Ireland should be eased so that goods can flow and that supermarket shelves can be filled. That's what the Windsor Framework is about, and it's about a democratic break to ensure that Stormont has some say over the rules that take place in Northern Ireland. Now, the DUP view of this is obviously very important. The DUP is the biggest unionist voice in Northern Ireland, and it looked for a time as if they were going to sit on their hands, that they were going to abstain and not oppose the deal, even though they weren't fully satisfied with it. And had they done that, I think many others, including me, would have done the same. You can't be more Catholic than the Pope, not necessarily the best reference in referring to the DUP, but you can't be more unionist than the most unionist. But they have decided that they will not support the deal, and that means everybody has to look through it in detail. And that's what's been done by the committee set up by Marc Francois, the chairman of the European Research Group, which went to really strong legal advisors to see what was actually happening. And what they came up with was not the same as the view given by His Majesty's government. Indeed, it was closer to the view that was in fact given by the European Commission. So, the government claimed that 1,700 pages of EU laws are disapplied. The report found no EU laws will be disapplied or removed from Northern Ireland. We were told that the jurisdiction of the European Court would be disapplied. The report found Northern Ireland will remain subject to the European Commission and the European Court of Justice. As was said to me by a very senior member of the DUP, European Union law remains a major part of Northern Ireland's settlement and in certain areas outranks UK law. So we were told that the deal would restore Northern Ireland's place in the Union and safeguard sovereignty, because this is what it's about. We voted to leave as one United Kingdom, not as Great Britain and then separately Northern Ireland, and we are one people under the Act of Union of 1800. We were told that there would be green lanes, and you know what a green lane is. When you come back from your holidays, you go through a green lane and nobody stops you. But the green lane to Northern Ireland requires 21 pieces of information to be given. So what was it, that line in Macbeth that may apply to the Windsor Framework? The multitudinous Irish Sea and Carnadine, the green one is made red. And last of all, the Stormont break, which is what we're actually voting on tomorrow, is said to be hard to use. But even there, we've been told that though the vote technically is on the break, we're actually voting on the whole of the protocol. So even if the break is good, we're being asked to vote on the bits that are not good. And the guardian angels of unionism, the DUP, have said that it's not good enough. So that's the position we're in. We are facing a vote tomorrow. I will not find it possible to support His Majesty's government in this vote. Whether I vote against, I will tell you tomorrow when I've voted, so tune in then.